Losing fat after 50 isn't just harder, it's different. The strategies that worked in your 30s or 40s often stop producing results. And that leads people to assume they're failing, losing discipline, or fighting bad genetics. That assumption is wrong. What's really happening is that the body has changed how it responds. Hormones shift, muscle declines, recovery slows, and the old approach, eating less and doing more cardio, quietly stops working. Fat loss after 50 doesn't fail because effort disappears. It fails because the strategy doesn't evolve. One of the biggest drivers of slower fat loss with age is muscle loss. As muscle declines, resting metabolism drops. The body burns fewer calories at rest, even when body weight stays the same. This creates the illusion that metabolism suddenly broke. At the same time, hormonal changes affect how calories are stored. Insulin sensitivity often declines, making it easier to store fat. Testosterone, growth hormone, and estrogen shift, changing appetite, recovery, and energy. None of this means fat loss is impossible. It means it requires a different lever. Here's the shift that changes everything. Stop focusing only on calories. Start focusing on body composition. Fat loss after 50 works best when muscle is protected and rebuilt while fat is reduced. Muscle isn't just aesthetic, it's metabolic infrastructure. This is why trainers, researchers, and celebrities over 50 all prioritize strength training. 2 to 3 focus sessions per week send a clear signal that muscle is still required. When lean mass stabilizes or increases, metabolism becomes more forgiving. Energy improves. Fat loss becomes possible again. This is the foundation most people skip. Nutrition needs to support this strategy, not fight it. Older adults respond better to higher protein intake, spread evenly across meals. Protein preserves muscle, supports fullness, and stabilizes blood sugar. Whole foods, vegetables, fruits, healthy fats reduce inflammation and improve metabolic signaling. Highly processed foods and refined sugars do the opposite. Aggressive calorie restriction backfires. It increases stress hormones, accelerates muscle loss, and slows metabolism further. Fueling the body properly becomes a fat loss advantage, not an obstacle. Cardio still matters, but how it's used matters more. Long, steady-state cardio performed excessively can accelerate muscle loss. That works against fat loss after 50. Shorter, more intense efforts, interval training, metabolic circuits, brisk walking with resistance, preserve muscle, improve insulin sensitivity, and support hormonal health. The goal isn't exhaustion. It's efficiency. Smart cardio supports fat loss. Too much of the wrong kind undermines it. Recovery becomes a primary driver of fat loss with age. Poor sleep and chronic stress elevate cortisol. High cortisol promotes fat storage, especially around the midsection, and makes muscle harder to preserve. 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep, active recovery days, and stress regulation aren't luxuries, they're metabolic necessities. When recovery improves, fat loss becomes easier without increasing effort. Hormonal changes aren't fixed, they're influenced. Resistance training increases anabolic hormones. Protein and balanced nutrition stabilize insulin. Stress management reduces cortisol. Sleep supports growth hormone. These systems work together. Celebrities and high-performing adults don't chase hormone hacks. They create environments where hormones work better naturally. Consistency shifts the hormonal environment in favor of fat loss. Extreme diets and punishing workouts produce short-term results and long-term setbacks. After 50, the body recovers more slowly. Extremes increase injury risk, burnout, and metabolic slowdown. Sustainable programs win. Progressive strength training, moderate cardio, daily movement, supportive nutrition. Small actions compound faster than dramatic efforts. Fat loss after 50 isn't about punishment. It's about strategy. Your metabolism hasn't failed. It has adapted. And when you adapt your approach, protecting muscle, supporting recovery, managing stress, and training intelligently, the body responds. Results may come more slowly than before, but they last longer. Energy improves. Strength returns. Confidence builds. The people who succeed after 50 aren't doing more. They're doing what actually works now. Fat loss isn't off the table. It just requires a smarter seat at it.